live with Pokemon. Deploy your favorite container. Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. So, today, the story is about the registry that doesn't work. So, I have a registry and I have a service user and it has containers. So that's all good. Yesterday I was trying to deploy this solution that's called Knative, which is promising to be it's serverless, whatever that bullshit is, framework where you easily can just like run one command and it just deploys the functions for you. In reality, that didn't appear to be true. The builder wasn't working. I had to tweak it. Then running was okay. Deploying, it's tricky. So the whole installation of this Knative was pretty not trivial. So you would have to actually install an operator. So I got the operator installed. Then you have to either install server and eventing, depending on which site you're doing. So I installed the customer source definition that they had, and then you bootstrap an application. So I had an application called Forosart. So this application is called Forosart. Okay, the way it's pronounced, let's see. Oh no, it's Forosart. Okay, so I created this application Frosar, and then it's with CLI. So you just do func create, and then you choose language. I chose TypeScript, and then after that it bootstraps all these files, and then in func YAML you can specify how you want to run it. So it took me a while to find a correct builder image. So that took me a while. Then the correct builder itself, this is source to image builder, it doesn't work with the auto stack. So then I had to also kind of specify a platform, because my platform is ARM64. I'm not using AMD. So these two combined give me enough of problems. Then later, they have this weird thing when you do a deployment. So for example, if I just do func deploy right now, this doesn't deploy. So I figured out the credentials, I figured out how to push the image, it tags the image correctly. The building itself, I figured out a specific builder image and also a specific builder and the architecture, all of that, but it still doesn't deploy because like if I just check the events, I'm on not namespace right now. Check events, it tries to deploy, but then it doesn't pull, because when I look at deployment, it doesn't deploy it with the version tag that I specify. It's using this new thing that's called digest. So the entire Docker image is as it is, or the container image is as it is, but the last part over here is a digest. So instead of specifying latest or v1, v2, v3, it's like just some kind of hash number. And that's just built-in mechanism in Knative. And then like if you go in documentation, they say like why they do digest. They even have a presentation about the digest, why exactly digest. So it's like why digest. If you just look for this, maybe you'll be able to find it somewhere here. there's a presentation where exactly they're doing digest. And from what I find out is like this person who's a lead engineer at Google who was working with Borg. He found out that like using the tags is actually not immutable, because you could push on the same tag multiple times, so the underlying image will change. So therefore you have to use this hash, so then it's always unique, and then that solves the problems. And then there was like a workaround, he talks about some kind of real stories that probably happened to him. I'm not even sure. So yeah, so this guy's name is Matt Moor. I guess he's a core contributor to Knative. Let's see, Matt. We're gonna stalk this guy for a second. Matt Moore, Knative. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So this person worked at Google Cloud, and he did the contribution to Knative and did that presentation where he talks about the digest. And probably if we go to Knative organization or repository, there's probably gonna be his commits. I'm not even sure. Probably not. Let's see. It's a big project. See, it's a big project, so serving, I guess, the bigger part of it. Okay. Automation. Oh, Matt Moore. Oh, actually, he's a core contributor. He stopped contributing in 2021, so probably stopped doing it. He still got his GitHub going over here. Oh, he's no longer at Google, so he's at Chainguard. Chainguard.dev. Let's see what that is. I think I looked at this project like yesterday. This is image scanning solution enterprise. Pretty cool. So he used to work at Google. Now he's got his own gig going over there. Yeah, but that doesn't solve my problem anyway. So I've tried to deploy it and that doesn't work. So the events over here. So like if I check my namespace where this Frozart application is deployed, everything is like their service, like everything's here. Like there's a lot of things that's pinned up, but specific one for deployment, it cannot pull by digest. And I was trying to describe, so if I describe this deployment, then in the image tag, it placed this image like that. So this is my private repository that I've deployed. And if I click on this link, it just gives me 404. So it doesn't supposed to download the Docker image, but it gives me 404. So that doesn't work, 404. And then therefore it still fails. And the documentation for Git doesn't give any definite answer if it supports downloading by digest. So I was trying to disable. The option is called tag resolution. So I was trying to disable it right here. So registers keeping tag resolving, and I specify my registry, and I don't think I misspelled it. Yeah, and then even like if I go to Knative serving deployment, and then in configs, so I have 13 configs. One of them is this one, deployment. I did override it, right? And it specified the registry. However, and then even like here in the comments, it shows the example. example how to use it, and then it says, okay, just list out repositories for which tag repository for which tag to digest resolving should be skipped. So maybe like one last thing that I can try is, before giving up, I could try to add my like a namespace, because I had the user over here, so it goes like this. So that might help. That's probably the only thing that I could try. And then try to deploy again. If that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna install a separate registry, and probably that's what we're gonna do in this video. It's just installing new registry. SHiiiip. So, but no, it's called Harbor, but it's not SHiiiip. So, do fix update registry again. The Gitbutler lately, I'm disappointed that this description doesn't travel all the way to my PR. So I have to create the pull request, and then when the pull request is created, it has an empty description. So I have to manually put it in like this, which is fine, but it'd be nice if it would work, but it doesn't. So yeah, so I pulled it in. Now I just need to go to Argo CD and then refresh it. Refresh. And then search for serving. Go in here. The config map wasn't pulled in. This is previous commit, so I'll just sync again. Okay, so I got my sync. And then the config map is restarting, and the cleaning job restarted. So config map worked. Let's see. Yeah, so my setting got updated. Cool. So the setting got updated, and then I'll try to deploy again. So if I go in here and then go back to the terminal, let's just rename this to terminal, and then try to let's see, deploy, split down. Oh, why is this empty? Oh, I thought it was gonna split down with the terminal. Okay, so it's pushing, and then I have this guy, so it just pushed the new image. So the funny thing is, like, the digest is here, right? But it just doesn't work. Like, I should be able to pull it with the digest. It doesn't work. And then, so I have version 2 tagged. So this is version 2. After pushing, since it doesn't have to build because function is up to date, it's trying to deploy, and then it's waiting for a health check to pass. And so if I just watch the events, it created a deployment again. But maybe I can just get deployments. Yeah, so this is the last deployment, 0.5 version, not working. And then the pods have this error, and then the image couldn't pull off, and then it's gonna fail eventually. So it's gonna fail. And then even like maybe I can just try to check the service. So yeah, so waited for 2 minutes, tried to deploy, didn't work. Now I can just delete application entirely, it's gonna clean up all the resources. So there's gonna be nothing left in here. The path is gonna go. Doesn't matter. So I don't think that works. So Go Harbor is the new registry that I'm gonna try to install. And I was going through documentation and it didn't show me where the Helm installation is, or whatever the deployment is. So demo server. So there's a demo server. Do not upload sensitive images to the demo server. Oh, okay. So this is a demo that they have. Yeah, I don't want to look at it. Okay, prerequisites. I think we're okay with the memory. And then it has a downloadable installer. And this is if I have like a regular server and then I just download Tarball and I install this. But they show you how to do the self-signed certificate. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, next. And then whatever. Okay, so Helm. So Helm has, okay, so they have 3 microservices: UI, Notary, Claire. Interesting. Okay. So I'll grab that. I'll try maybe full sort delete. Okay, can service list. Actually, no services anymore. So maybe can deploy or deploy. One more time. While that's doing, I'm just going to install this thing. Yeah, so that doesn't even work now at all. Just doesn't want to work. So for deployment to work, I have an ApplicationSet. Where's ApplicationSet? So I have application sets here. This will auto generate Argo City application based on a path from my repository. All I have to do is create a folder, and that will be the auto created namespace. So I'll say harbor, and then I'll just create a customization file. And since it's Helm chart, I'll just declare a Helm chart, and I'll open an example for cursor. So then it knows what to write. This is the Helm chart. There you go. So name harbor, repo this, version. Let's see, version harbor. Namespace harbor. Go harbor. What's the version? Hubba. Oh, there was like a commercial a long time ago. Yeah, there's like a commercial. There's a bunch of animals, and then they're like a hubba. Commercial. Hubba. What's this one?
Welcome to the Hubba Long Word Record.
Okay. I don't know. That's probably not this one. This one. What? Okay. No. This it's copyrighted? No, the commercial is copyrighted? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, who's doing barbecue? Harbor. I need a version. So the latest version came out in January. 2.12.2. 2.12.2. Okay. How often they release? 2024. They do like once per quarter or something like that. Seems like. Oops. Yeah, like once in 2 months. Okay. So I think they're slowing down. 12,000 commits. Wow. This repository. 12,000 commits. Must be good. Right. I can also double check what actual values do I need to override, because I'm gonna need to be pushing. And let's see. Expose ingress host core. So protocol domain port. If I'm going through load balancer, then do cname node port. If domain should be IP address, cluster IP. So I'm gonna be doing ingress. So I need to update these values, and the values usually here, and then expose type ingress. So I can do values in line, maybe values in line, and then this is expose type ingress. Oh, ingress is default, so I don't have to change this. Enable. Okay. Automatic. So I do ingress. Let me see. I create a new file to see all these values. So hosts. So it's expose ingress. So it's expose ingress core. Oh no, host, and then core, and then how do I name it? I need to bind it to my duck.dns. Okay, let's see. Duck.dns. I'm gonna look up my duck.dns off the screen to choose the name. And that will be, let's see, Harbor. Is this available? Harbor? No, it's not available. Harbor. Okay, not available. Hubbo. Not available. Okay. SHiiiip. Okay, SHiiiip. Oh, SHiiiip is available. Okay, perfect. So my domain would be helm.dn.dns. Okay, so my domain is helm.dns.org. Perfect. So I did that, and let's see what else they recommend in the values. Secret. So somehow I'm gonna need to do a reverse proxy because I need to have TLS, otherwise I won't be able to push the images to it. So let's see. I think I'm gonna try to deploy it, then try to redirect it, then I get the certificates with the Nginx cert-manager, and then I grab those. Oh, that'll be like a long thing, but then it's gonna expire in 3 months. The common use to regenerate the certificate. It is necessary when the type is an ingress. Okay. And then I need to specify secret for this ingress. Materials exposed type is ingress. SSL redirect. SSL redirect annotation. If exposed type is ingress and TLS is disabled, the port must be included in the command when pushing images. Interesting. Okay. External URL. Okay, cool. I have to set this up as well. So this is top level, right? So we're gonna do external URL help.dns. So external URL for Harbor Core Services. It is used to populate Docker Helm commands, populate token service. Expose type is ingress. Domain should be the value of expose ingress host core. Okay. And then cluster IP and then node port. I'm not using that. Okay. And then persistence. I might need more. So let's probably allocate more space. So it's enabled by default. I need to read write once. Okay, so read write once, not the read write many. Oh, there are a bunch of, oh, I see. So for each microservice, I might need to allocate the space. So let's do persistence. Persistent volume claim. For registry, we give it storage class should be, yes, Longhorn single. No, just Longhorn. Let's see. So let's check the storage classes. Yeah, so the Longhorn. There's a local path. Local path is a volume on a host. So we'll use Longhorn. And we'll add the size of 10 gig is enough. Probably. And then for job service, job log. Okay, so this is nested. Job service job log. And then, okay, maybe give it a 5 gig Longhorn. And then the Chivi is the microservice. Database getting 10 gig. Okay, 5 gig is enough. Just bump up everything. Registry 10 gig, 5.5. And then database gets 5. Redis gets 5. And then Trivi. Trivi or Trivi? Trivi. Trivi. There's no node to read. Trivi. Okay, so I reformat the Redis to be on the top, so then same order, or Redis actually afterwards. Bloop, bloop. Okay, so I think it's not formatted properly. Oops. Oh no. Formatting. Okay, and Redis needs to be. Come on, the tab gets in the way. Okay, and then the last one, Trivi. No, not the actual. I actually want the tab, but it gives me tabs auto completion. So Trivi default value is 5 gig, and we'll give it 10 gig. Let's see. Bloop. Registry, job service, database, Redis, Trivi, 10 gig. Oh yeah, I was running a command over there. Let's see if it failed. Okay, it did fail. All right, fine. So I'm just gonna do a different registry. Let's see, which storage backend is used for registry to store images? Refer to storage. File system. Azure. Oh, you can configure like an external bucket. I see. So I don't have minio. Oh, I have minio and I have Longhorn. So I can use that over here. Maybe. Is minio S3 compatible? Is minio S3 compatible? So Meteor is S3 compatible, so I can use it probably here, OSS. Maybe. This requires an additional configuration. Let's see, storage, bucket, OSS. Okay, let's not worry about this one for now. Next one. Oh. Admin password. Cool. Admin password, harbor 12345. Secure. Looks like secure. And then the rest of it, metrics, trace, cache, Nginx. Will not be used. Perfect. Portal, core. Oh, did I poop today? Oh. Okay. SHiiiip. We're gonna deploy SHiiiip. So SHiiiip is gonna go in a namespace harbor. Does it actually require, let's see on installation docs, which namespace do they prefer? Sometimes all these Helm chart installations, they have implicit requirement of a particular namespace. They're like, oh, if you installed it other than this namespace, then you have to do bunch of other fucking shit. But I don't think they're saying like specific namespace. That's fine. Cool, let's go. So this one is harbor. Let's see. It's gonna work from the first time, right? It's like it's so good. Like I placed all the variables correctly. It's just gonna work. So like the first PR is gonna be deployed. It's gonna work, and I don't need to do anything. Oh yeah, description. Okay, looks good to me. Pull the root. Okay, so the harbor is gonna appear over here, and I can wait and see and see and wait and see and the Filipino dude, do you know that meme? Wait and see and sing and feel and what is that guy? What this guy? There was like a guy. Wait and Filipino meme. Where is this? Oh, here this. All my fellow Filipinos. All my fellow Filipinos.
Clover, they believe their statement. Now, would you like to say something? Make a message to our viewers.
Mga kababayan ko, hindi po ako narito.
You can say in English kasi para maintindihan din ni ano.
All my fellow Filipinos, now this is my side. Listen, look, and listen, and learn.
Listen, look, and listen.
Say something to the viewers' statement. Now, would you like to say something? Make a message to our viewers.
Mga kababayan ko, hindi po ako narito.
You can say in English kasi para maintindihan din ni ano.
All my fellow Filipinos, now this is my side. Listen, look, and listen, and learn.
Oh, here you go. Harbor deployed. Okay, there's an error. I'll grab water. Hade. Oi! Filipino. Oh, it says that not found. The version is not correct. What's the latest version? Harbor chart repository. Oh, the latest version is the chart version is 116.2, but the version application 2.12.2. So that was wrong. So update the version. Okay. It didn't work from the first time, so it's gonna work from the second time. Right. Easy peasy. harbor fix. Fix. Add a correct version. Okay. Correct value. Correct value. I'm telling you, correct value. Listen, look, and listen, and learn. Listen, look, and listen, and learn, my fellow Filipino. Okay, perfect. Sync. I have to sync from outside. Sync. Pew. Pew. Okay. Well, I can just delete it. I can delete it, and then it's gonna get recreated. Okay. Oh wow, it has so many resources. Holy shit. It's red. Replica set, registry, ingress. SHiiiip. Okay, SHiiiip. Oh, I need to set up the reverse proxy. So SHiiiip dns.org needs to go to SHiiiip load balancer, port 443, save. Okay, looks good. Not found. Perfect. Gonna go back. Degraded. It says degraded. Oh yes, that's why I didn't. Okay, I think we can finish this video earlier. That's why I didn't use this fucking shit. Because this shit, they don't support ARM64. So now I remember why I don't have it. Okay, so what other open source registries available that support ARM64? Needs to be open source from CNCF. So I saw one project. They were in the sandbox. Dragonfly. Oh, what's the dragonfly? Oh, I marked this one. P2P image acceleration system. No, this is... Yeah, perplexity, got it wrong. So... projects, sandbox project. So one of this is the registry distribution. So okay, so there's a distribution, and then another one is called Zot. So distribution, container content. I marked this one up. Pack, ship, store, deliver content. For building a large-scale registry solution or running a simple private registry. Okay. The goal of the project provides simple and secure. Okay, how simple it is? How simple it is. How simple. Okay, and the next one has 1,000 stars. So the winner is the one that has 9,000 stars, right? But then do they support ARM64? How would I know before installing this? Okay, that's distribution project container registry support ARM64. Container registry support ARM64. This is enabled through multi-architecture Docker image build. No, it's okay. So it's Perplexity is a bullshit. Image manifest v2. What's ARM over here? ARM64, ARM CPU variant, optional variant. Configure registry. Where's the installation? Installation. Give me an installation. From Docker Hub to your registry. Docker pull. Docker push. Stop. Start registry. Customizing. Externally accessible. Registry as a service. Restriction access. Okay, so what the fuck is this project? Docker registry v2 permission Docker registry GitHub free for organization. Not available from registry, only using legacy per repository plan. Okay. What's included in GitHub packages for free for Docker images? Oh, you can only do half a gig or 1 gig transfer per month. Okay, I'm gonna use it on one day. Yeah, I don't understand. What does this project do? It says CNCF distribution, but they're listing original registry installation. This is the plain registry. Should I just do this? Should I just have a plain registry? By Docker, however, is deprecated implementation container D. For the long-term goal of providing secure tool chain for distributing content, specification API tools should be useful with Docker as they would without the goal is to design professional grade extensive content distribution system that allows Hack roll their own type of healthy open source components. Yeah, I don't understand, what does this project do? It doesn't seem like it's an actual registry. This is the plain Docker registry, right? Deployment instructions. Okay, so should I try S3 testing only, file system storage driver? OS2. Proxy with Nginx. Gotchas. No, but there's a registry v2 GitHub, right? And that's just like original registry. What is this? What is this? Docker registry v2. Right, that's the... Oh, okay. So that's the parent project. I see. When did it become to be named like this? Yeah, it's just a registry. It's just a registry maintained by Docker community. Should I just do... Oh, let's see. What's the latest? 2.8 or 2.8 is the latest. They're trying to release number 3. Oh, registry version 3 Docker. Yeah, release candidate, security enhancements, and nothing else. What else? Docker registry. So I've been over here on this thread because the links I already clicked on. For Kubernetes clusters. Okay, what is this? Container registry and cache for Kubernetes cluster. Get a self-hosted registry for your organization. Images up and running quickly. Open source lockdown images you can run in cluster. Helm install. Oh no, it has OCI. Client especially is to use TLS, yes. That's the problem. That's the problem. Subdomain, yes, I need a subdomain. Man, I'm about to give up. I'm about to give up. I don't like this project. No, not the SHiiiip. SHiiiip is gonna stay SHiiiip, but I'm just gonna use something else for SHiiiip. I need to delete this. Delete the harbor. Delete the harbor, and then let's see. Okay, I'd rather you try to use maybe this, because this one is under a container CNCF. What's the CNCF? Cloud Native Computing Foundation. That's what it is. Scale out, production ready, vendor neutral, OCI, native container, image artifact registry, purely based on OCI distribution specification. So, but can I just push whatever I want, or is it gonna have limitations as well? So far so good. It says OCI storage layer, and then features OCI helm chart. So I can push helm charts. No root. Has a TLS built in. Works with Creo, Scopio. Don't even know what that is. Binary, single binary. Installation guide. Bare metal or Kubernetes? Kubernetes Helm. We're gonna install projects. Okay. All right. So what's the namespace? Local name such as Project Zot. Okay, Project Zot. Okay, cool. Project Zot and cool, looks good. ARM64. Oh, so it has a support. Okay, perfect. So and install Zot, install helm, install project Zot. Name Zot. What's the namespace? What's the namespace? Default. Oh, they just installed it on default namespace. What? Who does that? Okay, so add a new folder, new file, Zot customization.yaml, API version, and let's see if they're published a thing on Artifact Hub. You know, I have so many tabs and they keep opening tabs, and there's a lot of tabs. So the chart version that I need is this, and then the registry is here, and then would need to compare to something. What did I change? Nothing changed. Okay. Zot name, repo, version, release name, include CRDs. I don't think it has any CRDs. Okay, so going back. Okay, that. We're doing that. That t. Okay. Okay. And default values. Let's see, default values. I need to update. Okay, so I'm gonna do values file and then that values YAML. And there is a new file that values.yaml, and I need a different image to be ARM64. Cool. And then namespace. Defaults to the release namespace if not specified. That looks good. Service account, node port 5000, service ingress. Oh, here I need to enable ingress. So ingress would be enabled true. Class name is traffic. Then host is name SHiiiip. SHiiiip.dns. Right. Implementation specific. Path type is implementation specific. I don't have to change that. So host. Okay, so host and then host SHiiiip and then path. And then TLS, not sure because actually TLS I can probably do something with cert-manager, but not right now. So if TLS is enabling configuration to prevent failures, the scheme must be HTTPS. So, but does it have any UI or is this just like this? Okay, so cert-manager. How do I get the? Oh man, I forgot. Cert-manager issue certificate. Right, I already have an issuer. No, I don't have an issuer. I have a cert-manager, and then for cert-manager, okay. Request a certificate. So I can just request it on ingress. So if I just annotate it with placing a host in TLS config will determine what ends up in a short subject. Should fix resource with the name provided for subscribers to ingress. Man, I already forgot how I use this. Right? Okay, I'm not using that. Yes. How do I use this? 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 Okay, so I did this, I did that. Installation, I did this, I did that. Then the first thing you'll need to configure after you've installed cert-manager is an issuer or cluster issuer. These are resources that represent certificate authorities able to sign certificates or to sign a request. The section documents how the different issuers can be configured. Learn more about issuer and cluster issuer resources. Cert-manager version used in this tutorial. Yeah, what about let's encrypt. The Acme issuer is the let's encrypt, right? Automatic certificate management environment. Yeah, so Acme. I'll do the staging one. Someone hungry? Is someone hungry? Someone hungry with the stomach. Okay. I just deploy this and then I'm finished. And then gonna try to solve the rest of the issues later in the next episode, because this didn't work. Ingress. Yeah, I just see like if it actually like even does anything. So let's see. Deploy SHiiiip. I'll solve the certificate later. I remember it was working. And I had an issue, but then I reinstalled, and then okay, so I removed Harbor. Harbor is removed. Zada is installed. It has values, and I have ARM64. Let's see, sync. Yeah, I can delete Harbor. Delete Harbor. Ooh, delete. Zat. Oh, Zat. Look, Zat is working. Replica set. Healthy. Everything's healthy. Just worked out just nicely. Just like didn't even. Oh. Wow. Incredible. Really? Work from the first time? Okay. I need certificate. Let's do a certificate. Agree. So there was some kind of please work. Yes, it worked. Okay. Okay, I have a certificate. Wow. Okay, how do I push to this thing? SHiiiip. So it's not protected, so people can abuse it. Can I do? Okay, let's see. So Docker. Okay, so I have Docker images. Oh, terminal. I have Docker images. I want to grab this image and I want to tag it Docker tag original image with helip.dns.org lab Frozart like this. Okay, then Docker push SHiiiip. Interesting. Something's happening. Okay, so it says no HTTPS proxy. What does that mean? Connection because has no via direct connection. Container via direct connection because has no HTTPS proxy. So do I need to Docker login to helip.dns? Oh, what's the username? Username. Yes. HTTP basic authentication. No, but how do I? Cool. Configuring authentication. Authentication. What's default that registry username and password? No one knows. Yeah, but what? Okay, so installation. Okay, cool. Via direct connection because has no HTTPS proxy. Okay, fine. So HTTPS proxy because the values, right? And values were saying that something here, something not here, not here, 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 not here, not here, not here. My stomach is talking. Authentication, no. TLS, ingress TLS. No, I need to say HTTP get scheme. HTTP get scheme HTTPS. Something like this. Message probes HTTP use HTTP scheme. So if TLS is enabled in configuration to prevent failures, the scheme must be set to HTTPS. Okay. But there's no secret name. And the certificate manager doesn't work. So this will not work. Okay, I'm gonna investigate this later because I have a biological call right now. See ya.